Felt like I stuffed the first takedown pretty well. He was getting off with his kicks. Once I stopped that first takedown, I just thought, okay, if he was real deep, that was a good shot, and I stuffed it and stuffed his reshot. I just started pressing him in the clinch. He was throwing decent knees, but I thought he was breathing kind of hard, but I stuck my right underhook in too far, and he jumped to the guillotine and put a lot of pressure on my neck, and was able to sink it in. He's really good at what he does. That's about it.
Were you trying to tap when you were standing up?
No, I was going to freaking try to figure out a way to slam him on his head, hopefully, but I didn't feel like there was a way out of that. Maybe it would have loosened it up, but it didn't.
It almost looked to me like you were definitely stronger in striking, and then obviously he was stronger in that clinch for sure, right?
I didn't think he was strong in the clinch. I thought his striking was good. He threw a lot of kicks. He worked. He was throwing hands. He wasn't shying away from standing up for sure. But in the clinch, I felt good. That's why I was in there. If I didn't feel so comfortable there, maybe he wouldn't have got that guillotine.
You guys have questions for Robbie?
Talk about how Jake felt. You feel particularly strong. Was there anything about the guillotine that was particularly interesting?
Man, that guillotine was really tight. As soon as he cinched it, it was tight. I was early in the round. I just thought after I defended that first takedown, as far as the wrestling went and strength, when we were pummeling, I felt good there, but I felt stronger. But once he shot that guillotine on, enough said.
Was there any point where you thought you were going to be able to slip out of it?
Oh man, when I came back down to the mat, I reached up there, and maybe we were already on the mat. I reached up there, and I thought maybe I could pull his elbow off my head, but he had it cinched on tight. That's his move, and he wasn't letting go.
Any other questions for Robbie?
Were you overly concerned with the takedowns? Did it you think it kind of lied your judgment and change there?
I always like to have an underhook. When you're on the inside in this game, I like to have an underhook. Maybe I used that underhook and pressed him up against the fence. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have got my hands free. But one thing he does do is he slides down to single legs and works to get good takedowns there. I don't know if I was really thinking about that. I just thought I was controlling position. I thought maybe I just got lax. I got to go watch the tape. He hopped up there and put a lot of pressure on and looked to finish.
Nick, can you give us some reaction to your fight in the microphone?
Yeah, just just had some fighting, That's pretty much how I saw it going, I know that guy lives really close to me where I live, so I know what he does, I know who he trains with, and I know I work a lot harder than him. And I feel bad being so so I didn't mean be so rude out there and look all poor sportsman, like however you say it. Where I know that guy. I don't like fighting people I know, and I don't appreciate people I know signing to fight me. So
In the time we've spent with you, I think you were less verbal about Scott in the lead up to the fight. Does that have to do with the fact you know him, you have respect, I'm sure, for all fighters, but do you have more respect for Scott maybe before coming into this fight? Usually there's a little bit more talk,
Well, I don't like to talk shit, until I get out there, and then I just I don't know. I didn't really have anything to say about him. I never said anything about his two kids. I was really bent out of shape about that, Like Morrow, he would say, like, oh, I knew they were going to make me the evil villain in this one, and he said, oh, I know he mentioned your two boys, and I'm going like, what the hell? I didn't say anything about, All I said was, I know that, they're going to make me the evil villain here. He brings his kids into the ring, looks like a happy family guy, and they're going to make me the bad guy, and all that stuff.
You got any questions for Nick?
Hey, Nick, did you have enough time to train for the fight, between fights?
Training didn't go as good as it always does for this fight. My brother has a fight for him, so he had to lose. You know, he's getting his weight down. So, you know, and it was pretty close. But you know, I was in great shape still from the training I did from the last fight, and I did plenty of road work, and so there's just no way I wasn't going to be in excellent shape regardless. So I didn't worry about it. You know, I think it might have worked to my advantage. You know, that I took it a little bit easy. You know, weeks out, just a week and a half out. You know, I kind of tapered off a little, and I think it actually kind of maybe more so benefited me in doing that. So it was all right.
Last question, Nick. How do you feel about Gracie Jiu-Jitsu?
Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is number one. You know, so I think, you know, in a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu academy, you meet a lot of wrestlers, you know, and they're going to need to learn Jiu-Jitsu from you. So you're going to be able to learn your wrestling from them. And if there's MMA going on in that Jiu-Jitsu academy, then there's a place and a spot for everybody. You know, you have boxing trainers, and they've got people to train. You know, and people are going to want to learn fighting, stand up, and then people, you know, they have a lot of respect for martial arts. You know, they come from a martial arts background. They end up wanting to learn jiu-jitsu traditionally because they're in the traditional martial arts. So they come in with their karate, and then they like to talk about that, how they did karate here, there, and everything. And once you start to teach them jiu-jitsu, then they want to show you their karate that they did all their life. So now you're learning karate. You work out with the best wrestlers because the best wrestlers come to train with the best jiu-jitsu guys. That's how I met Jake Shields, and so that's why I've got, you know, some of the best wrestling. And you know, and then I got guys like Val Ignatov, you know, and he you know, he works out at my gym too. He's the #1 sambo in the world, and you know, he fought Matt Hughes a long time ago, but he wasn't. He didn't have a complete fight game then. So, but it's an excellent sambo judo coach I have. So it's just when, you know, working out at a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu academy, you know, that's especially like mine. Mine was a little bit different. I think we were one of the first ones to start bringing MMA fighters and Gilas martial arts in. I think my coach, he had good English, you know, and there was a lot of good communication going on in there. So we got started real early with that too. So.